would you take an issue where you think it's unclear that you have sort of jurisdictional authority, but you believe the county, either by yourself as an executive or with the freeholders, really has to begin to start pushing to make the other parts of government work for the protection of the Bergen County resident? And I guess we should start with you, Jim.
Do I believe there's a role for the county executive to push back on state government when necessary? Absolutely. And do I believe there's a time when the county executive should interact with municipal leaders? Absolutely. But we shouldn't be telling them what to do. We should be making suggestions, we should be working with them, but at the end of the day, we need to make them understand that what our needs are and that we want to work together with them. Again, it's about bringing people together, working together. Flooding, I think, is one of the most important things in this area. What we saw after Superstorm Sandy was devastating, especially to Little Ferry and Moonachie. We need to have a regional approach to flooding. We just can't have it look at one area because that one area is going to have an impact on another area. I'm excited about the Meadowlands Rebuild Design project that would use an intricate system of green infrastructure, including berms and marshes, to protect against ocean surges and help reduce sewer overflows in the adjacent towns.
Okay.
Let me use two examples to explain what I've been doing and what I continue to do. On the issue of flooding, it is definitely not town by town because water goes wherever water is going to go. We hired a flood specialist, an engineer who's a flood specialist, and she has been working with our Office of Emergency Management on the county level to work with all of the municipalities on flood control issues. And that's been going along well. Betsy Stagg, in the interest of what a county executive also does, you have to use, to your phrase, the bully pulpit. 4 years ago, when we were talking about 555 and the redoing of Xanadu in the Meadowlands, I stood out there with almost nobody else saying this has to get redone. We've got to get the funding in place. We have got to do something with what was then called Xanadu, now called the American Dream. It's 9,000 construction jobs. It's 15,000 permanent jobs for our county and the surrounding region. And I stood there as a person running for county executive and have been there. I think someone's giving you, I think Tracy's trying to tell you something. Jim, I think Freehold Reserve's in the back talking to you, trying to tell you something. But what the county executive does is be in the bully pulpit for that.
All right. Jim, any response to that?
Yes, I could say that originally when the Xanadu project was first brought forward as the mayor of Paramus, I went and testified at the hearings as the mayor of Paramus supporting that project. I continue to support American Dream. I continue to support good development in Bergen County that will bring good labor construction jobs and good permanent jobs. It's got to be done right. But I was there right from the beginning, before it was even considered to be called American Dream.
Let's take another issue which local zoning actually applies to, but which has caused an enormous amount of discussion of late, and that is the height of the LG building. Is there a position that the county should be taking on that? That looks like a local zoning issue. It has an impact even across the states, but I'd like to know what it is that is the appropriate county role. And I'm also trying to figure out when it is that you believe the county executive turns to the freeholders and when it is that they should be acting on their own. You're first.
On this one, you're going to find Freeholder Tedesco and I, or at least we were, on the same page. Specifically for the LG building, I think it should be built. The people who want to put their North American headquarters here in Bergen County have done everything they were supposed to do to get the appropriate building permits and the height requirements. What you're going to have is a Leeds building, platinum level. It is going to take up a smaller footprint than the existing concrete and macadam that's there now. They're going to plant about 700 trees. They're going to be a resource for students to go and learn. They're going to be a resource for seniors to have programs there. It is a home run for us. on every level that you can imagine. The Freeholder Board unanimously agreed that the LG project should go forward, and it is the kind of thing that we should be welcoming here in Bergen County, not just for the good quality jobs, both construction as well as permanent jobs, but I think to have a company like LG have their, as I said, North American headquarters here is a home run for us. There's nothing bad about it. I understand some people are concerned because you'll see a little bit above the tree line with it, but that's not a problem for me.
Jim, is it a problem for you?
Well, one thing the county executive did say is that we would agree, and we do. It's nice, though, that we could sit at a table as a county executive and freeholder and talk together and come to agreement. That doesn't happen. I'm glad it's happening tonight. But yes, LG, I'm very, very much in favor of. It's putting people's families, it's putting work so that people can provide for their families. And I hope that both the municipality and the builders and the owners of LG can come to a compromise so that the project can get up out of the ground. We need to get that work moving. We need to have multi-international corporations want to do business in Bergen County. It's good for Bergen County. So I'm very happy that LG chose Englewood Cliffs. I'm very happy it chose Bergen County to build, and I will continue to support LG in the project as it moves forward.
This doesn't sound like we need a rebuttal on that, is that right? Okay.